Hello students, today we are going to learn Past Continuous Tense, Chapter 7. Contents: Use of was and were, examples, timeline, definition, some more examples, tense forms, uses, exercise. Use of was and were. Was and were play a very important role in past continuous tense. Without was and were, past continuous tense is incomplete. Now let us see how it has been used with the singular form of subject and plural form of subject. The singular form of subject are I, you, he, she, and it. With I, he, she, and it, we use was, like I was, he was, she was, it was. And with you, we use were, like you were. Now let us see how it has been used with the plural form of subject. We use were with the plural form of subject. We were, you were, they were. Now here you may notice one thing. The word you is used as both singular form of subject as well as plural form of subject, and we use were with both the forms. Now let us go through some examples. I was playing. You were playing. He was playing. She was playing. It was playing. We were playing. You were playing. They were playing. As we have already seen in a previous slide, like where to use was and where to use were. So accordingly, these sentences are being framed. Now go to the first sentence. I was playing. What does this sentence mean? This sentence says that I started playing at some point in the past and that act of playing continued for some moment. Now let's go through the timeline of past continuous tense. In this diagram you can see the things. I have mentioned it very clearly. I have mentioned the present, the past continuous tense, and the past. As you can see, the present, the portion that is left to the present is the past. And you can also see the blue portion in the diagram. It states the starting and ending point of the action, or in other words, it is the past continuous tense. Through this diagram, we can learn that the action, it started and ended in the past itself, but continued for some time in the past. Through the timeline, we get the definition of past continuous tense. So students, please try to form the definition of past continuous tense in your own words. Well, the definition of past continuous tense is: the past continuous tense refers to a continuing action or state that was happening at some point in the past. I want you all to note down this definition in your copies. Now let us go through some more examples. I was reading. You were running. He or she or it was watching. We or you or they were playing. Now let's have a look at the first sentence, that is I was reading. Maybe a book or a copy. This sentence, it means that I started and finished reading in the past. And that action of reading, it continued for a certain period of time. Tense form for past continuous tense. Now we will learn the tense form for positive sentence, for negative sentence, and for interrogative sentences. I want you all to note down all these forms in your English 2 copies. At first, the tense form for positive sentences. Subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing. Now the example: I or he or she or it was helping. Here in this sentence, I, he, she, it are the subjects. Now with this, we will use was plus helping. Here help is the verb, so help plus ing, helping. I was helping, or he was helping, or she was helping, or it was helping. Another example for the plural form: you or we or they were helping. Now comes the tense form for negative sentences. Subject plus was not or were not plus verb plus ing. For example, I or he or she or it was not helping. Another example: you or we or they were not helping. There is a note below. We can use wasn't and weren't in place of was not and were not respectively. Next, the tense form for interrogative sentences. Was or were plus subject plus verb plus ing. For example, was I helping, or was he helping, or was she helping, or was it helping. For the plural form, were you helping, or were we helping, or were they helping. Now, the uses of past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to talk about an action that was still going on at a certain time in the past. For example, I was writing a letter at 8:30 this morning. In this sentence, the time is mentioned, that is 8:30 this morning, and the action is writing a letter. Therefore, past continuous tense is used to talk about an action that was still going on. That act of writing a letter was going on at 8:30 that morning. The second use of past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is often used together with the simple past to show that an action was continuing at a time when a new shorter action happened. For example, Padma burned her hand while she was cooking the lunch. Here, she was cooking the lunch is the past continuous, and it is used together with the simple past, that is burned. We can also notice that there are two actions here. The older one is Padma was cooking the lunch, and the new action is Padma burned her hand, which shows that the action was continuing at a time when a new shorter action happened. Now there is a practice exercise for past continuous tense. I want you all to go through this.
Welcome to the practice exercises for past continuous tense. Exercise 1 and we're going to complete the sentences, which we'll see in a moment, in past continuous, so in the positive, the question and negative forms. And we're going to use the following pictures or clues to help us form those sentences. So, number 1, what something when I called last night? Now, the verb is do, and we want it in the you form, in the question form of past continuous. And the sentence is, what were you doing when I called last night? For the reply, the verb we want is watch. We want this in the positive form of past continuous with we. And the sentence is, we were watching TV. Number 2 now. When did you hear the news? Answer, while I something to work. Well, the verb for this sentence is to drive. We want this in the positive form of past continuous, in the I form. And the sentence is, while I was driving to work. And notice that we have past simple, did you hear, in the middle of past continuous, was driving. Number 3 now. Did you hear what he said? Answer, no, I something. Well, the verb here is to listen. We want this in the negative form of past continuous with I. And the sentence is, no, I wasn't listening. Again, we have past simple in the middle of past continuous. Number 4. When I got home, Jack something. Well, the verb we have here is to wait. We want this in the positive form, and we want it with Jack, or the third person. So this is, when I got home, Jack was waiting. Number 5 now. Why something? Question mark. We want this in the she form. This is she. And the verb we want is to smile in the question form of past continuous. And the sentence is, why was she smiling? We could also have, why was she laughing? Number 6 now. Who something about? The verb that we want from this picture is to talk. And we want this in the question form of past continuous with they. And the sentence is, who were they talking about? And finally, number 7, no picture here. I something him to say that. And the verb is to expect. We want this in I form, in the negative form of past continuous. And the sentence is, I wasn't expecting him to say that. And that's the end of this practice exercise.
That's all for today. I will come back with some more videos. Till then, take care, stay safe, keep learning.